Hi, good evening. I hope everybody is doing well on this lovely Sunday evening. It is January 9th, 2022. I cannot believe it. Sometimes it still feels like 2020 and all year 2021. I was saying it's 2020, but now it's 2022. Where have the last 2 years gone? Things are just getting crazy. So I just wanted to step on and do a live video because there's just so much concern, like what happened to Kirsten, what happened to Cirsten W, Kirsten Weldon. Um, I hope to God she is not gone, and I hope this is just all a fake. But I think a lot of people have a lot of questions, and so as I do a quick search on YouTube online, I'm seeing that there's different like Chinese channels that are throwing up videos with like a recorded computer voice saying all kinds of random stuff. I see the media bashing her and attacking her, um, saying all kinds of mean stuff. I see people posting things on Facebook that are completely inappropriate that begin with something like, I'm never one to be happy about someone's death, but Cirsten W, how distasteful can you get? I mean, what the heck? What the hell has our world come to that we can gain pleasure in someone else's death and make fun of it? So I think there's a lot of women that love Kirsten, looked up to Kirsten. We appreciated her, although she probably didn't know it, but we appreciated her honesty. We appreciated, just her ballsiness and the courage that she has to be able to tell the truth no matter what. And, everybody has different ways of going about things. And I know that many people experienced, issues when people were taking sides and pointing fingers and whatnot. I don't really claim to know any of that. And I don't know Kirsten personally, but I've seen Scott, and he broke on his channel. He received a live call. Scott McKay, Patriot Street Fighter. He's doing great work. Thank you, Scott. And I know that, during his live, he was doing one with Michael Jaco and David Nino Rodriguez, and the three of them, and, started talking out about Kirsten, doesn't know what's going on with that. I think Scott's working on something. And then, they're having a show, and Scott gets a call during the show, and you can see him answer. And I think like no one's listening to what Michael Jaco and David Nino Rodriguez has to say, because we're all thinking, because he said, this call is about Kirsten, I have to take it. And then you see him like on the phone and like, and then, he just looks disappointed, and we're all like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, what happened? What happened to Kirsten? And he's on the phone for a while, and then he comes back, and he talks to them for a while, and then he breaks the news. So it's just really sad. I'm going to go ahead and just share that video, since most people haven't probably seen the episode. It's on Rumble. It's on the Patriot Street Fighter channel. I'll just share it just like this.
Necessary, are you guys, both of you, willing to ratchet up this war? Seriously, ratchet it up. Are you prepared for that?
Oh God, yeah. At any level. At any level.
I'm going to tell you why. I want to tell you why I'm asking. Because I know from where I sit, I have no choice. And this is the very, very unfortunate news that I hate to break. But we lost Kirsten a couple of hours ago. They killed her.
No way.
So that was a phone call that I got. And I had somebody.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, when I was arranging
this.
Yeah, when I was arranging today for two people to be in that hospital, one's an attorney, another, I'm just going to leave it, medical professional. I got to protect this person, was going in there. to get me some intel, see what the landscape was so I could decide to get in my vehicle and drive down. Unfortunately, the news I got was when he said, when we were talking today and he was preparing to go there, she died. So the simple fact is that these motherfuckers killed her. And as I said at the beginning of the show, my word is bankable. You sons of bitches in that hospital, believe me, you're going to be famous, because I am going to hire an attorney. I'm going to get discovery. I'm going to find out who's on that fucking case. I'm going to name every one of you. And
So as you can tell, Scott McKay seems pretty upset. He's pretty fired up. And I don't know. I don't know Scott personally. And I really hope we get to the bottom of what happened.
Bring more of your friends and everybody around you down. But this shit has to stop somewhere. And there's got to be an ignition point where something is done to make an example of these bastards. One of the nurses on this case with the person that talked to them and she informed them that she had died. Here was what the callous bitch had to say. Well, she wasn't vaxxed. She wasn't vaxxed, like, too bad. That's her fault. She wasn't vaxxed.
That's why they're using this as a statement.
Yes. So, I doubt that bitch is going to see this particular video. Boy, I'll tell you, if you do see it, you now have an idea of what life's going to be like for you when I find out your name. I can't sit back and watch this bullshit. People know that Kirsten and I haven't spoken for months. We've had our differences.
And so have I. I've had differences with her.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess the story is, I'm not sure if she had went to the Patriot event in Dallas. What weekend was that? I think that was in December. I think that was the weekend of like the 12th and the 13th. And it was Clay Clark's Freedom event. And I'm not sure if Kirsten was in attendance. I think she was, but I'm not sure because I haven't really watched her the past couple weeks. But I know that Doug Kuzma was there from what I understand, and Doug Kuzma got sick. Doug Kuzma died last week as well. So you got Doug Kuzma from Frog Network and you've got Cirsten W, both gone apparently. And like I said, I don't know if Kirsten went to that specific event, but I know that she was doing a lot of videos and she was not feeling great, on videos on the 26th and the 27th of December. She doesn't look very well. She looks like she's sick. You can just tell that she doesn't look great. She says that she doesn't feel well. She says that she's been really sick. She's like, I almost didn't make it. And what else does she say? She said that she hadn't eaten in 4 days. And then I think she said that she hadn't been sleeping well. So I'm not sure what happened, like, when she left on the 30th. Like, if you're sick, you probably wouldn't travel. So if she was sick, then why did she travel? But if she wasn't sick, maybe she got better. Maybe 28th, 29th, by the 30th, she was feeling better. She got on the plane. I think she flew on the 30th. I think that's what Michael Jaco said, because she was supposed to meet them at the airport and never showed up. And then they didn't hear from her. And then they find out Sue Wong hasn't heard from her either. And Sue Wong is the one that's having an event in Los Angeles for a New Year's Eve party. Kirsten doesn't show up. No one's heard from her. And she never made it to the party. So I don't know when she went into the hospital. I don't know who she was with, but she was staying with some friend. And apparently the story is she lost consciousness at some point. He came in the room and found her. And he called 911 and the ambulance came and took her to the hospital, which is the Camarillo Hospital. I think it's not St. David, St. John or something like that. It's in Camarillo. So it's not a very big hospital. It looks super fancy. It's a Catholic run hospital. But it doesn't seem like she's really been in communication with anyone regularly in the hospital, because I think different people have said they were trying to reach her on her cell phone and she never picked up. And then Ricky Rebel said that she did pick up. And that day, I believe that was December 4th. And he said that she did pick up. And she did say he couldn't really understand the words that she was saying. She was kind of slurring her words a little bit. And he said it seemed like, she was heavily medicated. And so she wasn't very clear. And Kirsten's usually, has a brain and is with it and everything. But he said she sounded completely out of it. And she did say that she was trapped and they weren't going to let her leave. And then I guess he got the news. I don't know if it was the next day. I believe it was the next day or that night. But from what I figure, I'm pretty sure she died on last Wednesday, January 5th. And that would be, I don't know, based on when Scott's video was, that would have been a couple hours before Scott found out, which would have been like, 3-ish Pacific, 5-ish Central. But she did post on her Telegram that day, like earlier that day. So she posted a few hours before she died. Like that just doesn't make sense. Let me go ahead and pull up the Telegram messages that she posted. So this isn't the real her, but I have it in my photos. Just bear with me a second. I know that we're all struggling and I know that we're all trying to figure out what's going on. And I just saw, a need for someone to step up and just start a conversation and just see like what the hell really is going on and just start asking those questions. As people learn more and more information, they can figure something out, but at least the information that's out there is not just, some random sites in China and some liberal left trash lies, media articles that they're, putting out there. So I know I shared it on Messenger. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. I know I shared it on Messenger. And then, let's see. So she said, so she posted this picture. And then on January 1st, she says, I am not on a ventilator for these gossips. I am on an oxygen machine. Pray for my family. God is in control. So she had one post on Telegram. First, she posted a picture, and I don't know when the picture was. It's I think it was before New Year's. And then on January 1st, she says, I'm not on a ventilator for these gossips. I am on an oxygen machine. Pray for my family. God is in control. And what I understand from Michael Jaco, he said that her father was sick and her father actually died. Like, I think it was either like the day before. So I think it was either like Monday or Tuesday last week, which would have been the 3rd or the 4th. On January 5th, she posts again. So she posted the 1st and then she didn't post again for another 4 days. And this is on Kirsten W Uncensored Telegram. Pray they release. I am at Camarillo Hospital. Why would I need oxygen? ? Why would I need oxygen? Why would you share that message? Like, so she posted, why would I need oxygen? And apparently that's at 9:30 in the morning or 9:15 in the morning, but this is Central Time. And then she posted, A private jet goes down in flames near San Diego, wiping out electricity for thousands. She shared something from Whiplash and Lisa W. And then again, she posted 10:34 a.m. This is Central Time, so it would have been 8:34 a.m. Pacific Time where she was, and it said, trying to stay here. So her last 3 messages, apparently 3 to 5 hours before her death, the last 3 messages at 10:34, 11:25, and 12:24 Central. Trying to stay here, stay alive with God, and pray God takes me out of here soon. So first she's trying to stay here, and then she's staying alive with God. And then the last one at 12:24, pray God takes me out of here soon. That's just, that's like saying a different thing, you know, that's like trying to stay here, trying to stay alive. I pray God takes me out. Like, so, and then apparently she passed after that. Michael Jacob did mention that she almost got out at one point. So I don't really know the story with that. But he said that she like got her things and she was leaving and she almost made it out. I thought that's what he said. And I don't know if he meant to the door, but then he did mention at one point her being in a car. So I'm not sure if she made it out to the door to the car with somebody and then passed out in the car, and then they went back in, and then they did it. Then they put her on, then they did what they did. I don't know. Or if he was referring to, I'm not sure what he was referring to, because she wouldn't have come in a car. She would come in on an ambulance. But yeah, a lot of people have a lot of questions. She did say that she had bacterial pneumonia. And when she was up there, they were not allowed to visit her because she tested positive for flurona. So they weren't even able to see her, which is really sad. It's just really, really disappointing. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope we find out the truth of what really happened. And you know, with all of this happening, even, you know, Robert David Steele, and there was another one, Veronica something, and I know there was someone else. It's like these patriots are just dying like flies. Like, it's scary. And to think, like, is it the dark side? Like, is it the black hats doing this? Or is this, you know, maybe just saying like you know, they found out, you know, there was going to be an attempt on their life, or they found out that they were a target, or, you know, maybe they were contacted and said, hey, let's put you somewhere where we can keep you safe. Let's go into, you know, witness relocation or whatever it's called. I don't know what it is. So maybe that was it. So maybe they're with the white hats, and maybe this is all another big psyop. It's just really hard to tell what's real right now. And all I can do is just hope that she's not really gone. But if she is, we're very, very sad about it. And I know Gene Decode is having an event tomorrow to honor Kirsten, and everybody is invited. It is going to be at 12 Eastern, and I included the information for the Zoom call in the description comments, so you can click that to get the link. But that's going to be, no, he said Mountain Time. Noon Mountain Time, which would be, I believe, 1 p.m. tomorrow, which is January 10th, because I'm recording this on the 9th. So if you got this after January 10th at 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, then you already missed it. But I did include the link in the description box. And that is just a celebration of life from Gene Decode in honor of Kirsten W. So, hey, Kirsten, we love you. I know you don't know me, but you're my friend. And a lot of us feel like you are our friends. Even though you don't know us, you know, we look up to you and respect you guys so much for being so brave and having the courage to step out and tell the truth when no one else is willing to do that. So I just wanted to come and be an unbiased voice. I'm not aligned with anybody. No one's telling me to record this, just for the record. I've been wanting to start my channel for a long time, and I just feel like someone has to come on and discuss this. It was absolutely sick. The whole going through the whole Astro World, Houston Astro World, and I wanted to do a video about it so badly because I just felt like it was so evil, but I didn't. And there were so many other videos out there, and that's okay. But at this time, I just feel like, you know, another woman needs to step up and say, no, we're not going to have this. You know, my good friend told me that our country is not, it's not ours anymore. Our country has been taken. So our country is not ours, and we're going to have to fight to get it back. And it's time. So we need to show up, we need to stand up, we need to speak up. And the best way to do that, especially here in America, probably anywhere, would be to go to your local school board meetings, sign up to speak, and you speak for 2 minutes, and you have someone record that, and you put that on your social media. So it's important we get the truth out there in a time where we're in a world full of lies. So much love to you. I look forward to connecting with you guys more and getting to know you more and more. And bear with me as I figure out all this YouTube stuff. I've never done this before. So this is my first live video on YouTube. But if you want to join me, you can like my page on Facebook. It's called Be a Life Breather. This is my book, Be a Life Breather. Transform your vision into reality. So if you want to join us on Be a Life Breather on Facebook, let's get together, let's start talking, let's support each other, and let's start assembling our troops, because it's time to take these MFers down. With love.